Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to discuss on media entertainment definition and importance of revolution, changing economics, changing regulation, social issues, social challenges, the knowledge gap, survival and the loss of servants, sharings and market hackathon, history of the new media. Since 1970, but especially 1990, national concerns with the information his highway train the internet like an 1840 challenges of the telegraph concert that they remain competitive in a global trading economy national needed to write up provide business workers and consumer access to internet for education retail entertainment frontlayer metaphors often used essential for economic transformation away from industry to service information economics the so-called innovation agenda in Canada where telco cable provider dominant agenda wireless only new emerging. National regulation telecommunication internally agrees on broad bandwidth of electronic transmission, spacing the set of satellite, sharing of the cost or interconnections. Also develop technical standard for interconnections. This is the internal standard role of nations, business, and the technical expert in creating a market for technology and ensuring consumer do not buy technology with which will not work. Business play a bigger and bigger role influencing this shadow world of standardized citizen under represent, but companies still need stated to rule of standard. Definition of internet: digital communication used in the production, disruption, receptions of the communication involve use of new communication network, internet as mass media. Digitalization using computer to store, manipulate, and transmit information in the form of speech, text, data, video more cheaply and faster than ever before. Networking distribution, fast digital network, wired and wireless, convergence, refreshed to merge of what were three separate industries: telecommunication, computing, and electronic broadband. Characteristics of the new media: coverages of the telecommunication and entertainment and broadcast media industries, wire or wireless communication, point to point or address or interactive. Characteristics: continuous, interpersonal, the Terrians to telephone threatened calls. Multiple, can be mass or broadcast, which public communications. Now a gray area of semi-public or private communications. Digital communication, where images, text, or sound is converted into binary number ones and zero. Digital coders can duplicate, track, store, or play back complex kind of content. Strong when combined with where greater chips capacity is a computer and handles of the glass. Current revolutions in the digital video disc, DVD, high resolution, no rewarding now coming recordable for storage and interactions to replace. Also wireless internet. Drive to animation and special effort. Actor worried about cyber simulators replacing them. Dominance of nature's totally stimulate worlds. Questionnaire of authentications of images. The role of media in the age of digital reproductions. Walter Benjamin, a noted culture scholar, suggests that the initiative reproductively of the communication products due to the low margin cost of duplicated chains, the nature of the work of arts. But Western capitalism has convicted of the realm of idea and express as property, the high risk natures of entertainment, initial reproducibility, repackaging, repurposing, and presenting information as original. There are many representations of the news or entertainment. Manufacturing for cutting corners of the production entirely standard for prevents recycling content and present it an original air of weak digital water makers is a weak better. Technical potential of the new media: cost of production drop makes media creation more essential, cost of distribution down, interactable, less hierarchical, faster, more global. What a vast networking of high speedity wireless and satellite. No central hubs. Uses of type uses of ta- uses of uses a type of switching that are hard to three. Digital above WW2 is the rand corporations to avoid worldwide military attack. New user for email, commerce, chat lines, file sharing, etc. Sometimes synonyms with online world. Component of the internet: World Wide Web, internet service provider, portal, browse, exposure, netcap, search engine, and directions. Each in generations of the technology key is where it reach mass or majority. Internet has no done so with one detect only other technology to use, but not quite as fast. Where the VCR and cell phone now, well, over 75% of the Canadian has access the reach 100% under the internet. The fastest technology is rate of fossil adaptation changes the way we work. Accelerated space-time compression, convergence of the computer distributions allows greater efficiency of control and communication. Much cheaper to sell via internet than in person. Average person is now established to spend 187 hours a year in line. Social transformations of the internet. Utopic visions break oligopoly power, allow user control over media. Selected companies provide new forms of social connections. New communications of interest may form together with the technologies, allow development of the artificial intelligence and democratic realization. Dystopic visions reinforcement and extended it. Keep use an invisible world grant has enabled social predominant new market intelligence aggregators few users of the net for political news. Between 20 to 800 million sites, less than a half facts. Google's Alta, Yahoo, I owns and Northline and Fast. Industry structure: no one own of internet as we provide rough through a tangible web of other provider. One dominant PC software manufacturers, a decade long with the trusted suited user and until competitor between telephone and the cable computer no, now started. Ideology: electronic freedom, neo free enlightenment, decentralization, ad hoc, open and peer-to-peer experiment, autonomous anarchics. Social responsibility models: for-profit hierarchy, systematic plans, properties, pragmatic, accountable, original, reliable. The business case on the line startup sector characterized by rapidly falling cost, transactional uh, cost for average computer, e-commerce applications groans, personal message use of information or research high, drive to get downloadable for entertainment still large volume of business is pawn wide. US has provide dominant names but retain control over half their allocation. This is a score point for Europe and other powerful economic reason. Internet content providers are established by 1980% English, 87% commercial, and dominant US in origin. Other foreign government now trying to invest in promotion infrastructure, offer government service online, promote the development indigenous services. Canadian shapes of the convergence, links, telecom, broadcast, and the news, no computer sector, does link portal, and so on. First impact of the convergence have been delocalize news and media productions. Canadian CRTC decided in 1999 Australia and Europe are taking a very difficult direction. 1996 US Telecommunications Act, hate and effective component are growing social concern. Develop of the open source code, file share scopes, junks, and the growth of the virus. Romantic vision of the small component provides sources on the nets. Telecommunication optimized views and what fixes and the consistent called fantasy. Part of intellectual property government the realm the invention. The candidate copyright protection fine for the authors plus 50 years where the creator has the sole right to perform the creative arts. What is your network fact but the completely of the damned idea and use they are mainstream in the drawing. Copyright all TV and radio based on the copyright payment to perform. Increasing importance of international trade. Can be 130. Computer use who copy or distribute the digital express of the water without that permission are liable to prosecutions. Beneath and just five companies court case on bribe fixing underway. Mutual record industry argue newspapers damage estimate in the million refuses to attend free samples in the fact increase line up a number of musicians to argue the financial damage. And information source, not housing or copying. Intentions to move to the subscription service struggle to settle out of the code, agreed to the charge a monthly fee, purchase and Bellman lost case. So these are the many interesting aspects actually happening through the electronic media, and if we can cover this media in an effective way, that can be help to grow and grow our economy in an effective way. Thank you, bye bye, and take care.